I do think it became this ritual of I've made it through another day, I've survived another day, and I'm one step closer to being done with this treatment. I'm one step closer to being healthy again. I was diagnosed with Hodgkins lymphoma. It is a blood cancer. It's in the same category as leukemia and myeloma. I went to the bookstore and started looking for information about what I was going to go through. There were no books that showed the journey. Lots of books on survival, lots of written things, and lots of books on the journey towards death, but nothing that I could find on the journey towards life. And I was pretty arrogant about the fact that I was going to beat this thing, and pretty upset about the fact that I didn't have any clue what was going to happen to me. I had a doctor's appointment, and I said to the doctor, "So am I going to lose my hair?" His response wasn't, "Most likely," it was, "Get a wig." And I thought, I look in the mirror, I look like a completely healthy 37-year-old female. There's nothing on the outside that's telling anybody that I'm sick. I'm all of a sudden being told that I am deathly ill, that I'm going to lose all my hair, and that this chemotherapy that I'm going to go through is going to tell the world that I'm sick. I'm not going to be able to hide it. I really wanted to document what was going to happen to me and make it a positive, happy ending. I started, this isn't quite the first picture, but this is 2 days in. I started on December 20th, and a lot of it at the beginning really was about what I looked like. You know, this is my hair. This is the hair I've had since I was 2 or 3 years old, and it's going to be gone. I set up a camera studio in the attic, just something very simple so that no matter how I was feeling, it was something that I was going to be able to do pretty easily. A group of my students came over to bring me a gift, and they said, "So how's it going?" And we laid them out, and they covered the entire living room floor. So this was only 4 months in, and they already covered the entire floor. And that was the first time that I looked at it and went, wow, I'm doing the right thing. This is right. It's gonna be interesting. So my last chemo was on May 30th, and then on June 1st I invited all my friends over and my family, and I had a ritual where I shaved my head. I knew that what little hair was left on my head had chemo drugs in it. It was a real cleansing ritual. It was a real just purging my body of everything that had been put into it and everything that I'd gone through, and making one final statement of, I'm done, it's gone, it's over. I think it was a really beautiful way to put every day to bed, you know, just to let go. And I think part of what happens when you go through any kind of catastrophic event is that you forget it, and you try to hold on to it, but you can't. And for me, I was able to document each day and walk away from it. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what to call the show from the very beginning. And then one day I was sitting in my doctor's office. I was reading one of my test results, and it said, "Scan is unremarkable," or "Patient is unremarkable." I can't remember exactly what it was. And I turned to my doctor and I said, "I am not unremarkable." And he said, "No, that's what you want to hear. That means everything's clear. That means everything's good. They didn't find anything." And I thought, oh. So that word really stuck with me. And the bottom line is, this is just a year in my life. And if you look at any single picture, it really is unremarkable. It's a year, it's day to day, it's, you know, life.